So I'm making everybody, this is Jassim Alamin. Just out here doing my thing. Just got back from the mosque where all these kuffars are trying to hold an anti-Islamic protest, whatever. There's a bunch of bigots. Anyway, they was popping off there. They're all cowards and stuff, So, mashallah, everything was fine. But today they got all these other kuffars and all these other people, and all these other, brothers and sisters out there marching in D.C., wasting their time and effort. They're pretty much going to D.C., marching to beg their oppressor to stop oppressing them and to try to convince their oppressor that their life matters. Well, your oppressor don't give a dang about you. Your life do not matter to them, and it won't matter to them. So you can march until your feet fall off. It's not going to change the state of what we're in. I know black folks. I'm black, so I know how it is. We take any situation to go have some fun and barbecue and eat and interact with each other. But we need to realize that we don't have time for that no more. So when y'all get done marching and y'all come back from your march and you're sitting at home and you realize that nothing has changed. You wasted your time at this march, spent your money, traveled at this march for nothing. You're still oppressed. Black men are still being arrested for nothing, still being shot in the street like dogs for nothing. Nothing has changed. Y'all been fooled by a con man, by a kuffar named Farrakhan. This dude been talking about justice or else, been talking about black freedom, been talking about getting rid of oppression, been talking about fighting back for decades. A quarter of a century, and nothing has happened. Nothing. Don't even get me started, on his whole assassination of Malcolm X stuff. I'm gonna talk about today. For decades, been talking and taking your money and talking. He ain't no different than these Christian churches that be taking money from the poor and then buying themselves a brand new car, and the community is still suffering. But we can do better. There's brothers like me who own land and who are building a community for our people. For us to truly separate, for us to stop talking about it, for us to be about it. I'm building, y'all. I'm building. If y'all come out and support me, building. Donate $5 to help to us build. Because that's what we need to do. We need to build. We don't need to march. We don't need to talk no more. We don't need to beg these devils to stop oppressing us. We don't need to try to convince these devils to like us. Don't need to try to convince them that our lives matter. Our lives should matter to us. Our lives should matter to us enough that we leave them alone. That we go do our own thing. That we don't bother with these kuffars. That's how much our life should matter to us and to everybody else. But no one cares about us like us. And sadly, a lot of our own people don't even care about us. They're so trapped out here. And a lot of y'all are just out there marching just to be a part of something because y'all don't know. Because y'all hop on the next trend, on the current bandwagon. Well, Jassim Alamin, the owner and founder of the Akibalong community, and I'm building a community for our people. I'm building an independent, off-the-grid, sustainable community based off of Black Wall Street for our people and for Muslims. We gotta get together. We got to. Donate $5 to this project. If enough of you donate, we can have more than enough. We can have this place up and running in 5-6 months. Excuse me, I'm driving in this neighborhood while I'm talking. That's why I seem interrupted a little bit because that's what I'm doing. Have this place up and running in 5 or 6 months. Have our own farms. We grow our own food. We grow our own food. Hey, let me tell you my plan for this. Let me tell you my plan to take over. My plan for revolution. Why? Because we are not ready for an armed confrontation with these devils. These devils been oppressing and killing and murdering people and psychological warfare and spreading their propaganda to dehumanize us for centuries. And we are not prepared for that. We're not prepared to face them. So, we have to think smart. We have to play their game. 1, we buy up land. We build communities on this land. 2, we establish our own economy. But the main way how? To farm. You use our hydroponics and farm. We can make so much money by farming for a small community. We can not only eat, but we can make money. And once we make that money and the community grows and we have our own schools up in there, we teach our own kids what we need to teach. We have our own security, we have our own businesses, we have our own clinics, we have our own everything on there. We host days and events on our community so that people of other communities can come and take part in it and make money that way. But mostly it's from our farming. We corner the farming market in the local halal stores, African stores, and in black communities. I can't turn that way, that's too blocked off. And in the local communities. We can essentially make over $100,000 a year off our farming. And with that money, we buy politicians. We buy lobbyists. Most of all, we get involved in the local community out whatever. To say my community be out there in Sandersville, Georgia, in Bartow, Georgia, in Augusta, Georgia. We get involved in those areas. We let the people know about us. Let people know that we're here for them. Get their support, and then we start having our own voting block. Once we get our voting block, we start to vote our own people in from our community. Imagine in Sandersville, Georgia. Imagine in Augusta. Imagine other places that we have someone from a Kibalong community as the sheriff, the head sheriff of the police department. Imagine if you had someone from our community as the mayor, as the governor, as the secretary, as the treasurer, as the director of the school board. That's how we take over. That's how we got to do it, and that's my plan for revolution. But I can't do it alone. Because if we take over that way, we win. One state at a time. Until eventually we have enough votes, enough support, enough money coming in that we can vote in and get one of our own to be a senator. This is our way. All this butting heads and being in these devil's faces and begging them for nothing ain't gonna make nothing happen for us. We gotta take it. That's what they've been doing. They've been taking stuff from us, taking our culture, taking our money, taking who and what we are, taking our freedom. And some of y'all just giving it to them. We gotta take back what we want. And what we want is independence, separation, freedom from the system, freedom from the oppression, freedom to be who and what we are. So if you're down with this plan, if you're down to help me build, if you want to come see the land that I'm working on, you want to see what I'm building there, hit me up. Rasim Alamin. I'm building a Kibalong community. I'll be posting my GoFundMe at the bottom of this video. So y'all need to come together. Donate $5. Let's get this done. No more time for marching. No more time for all that BS. Assalamu alaikum.